Hello Internet people, it's me, RGM324, if you haven't guessed it already, and I'm here to ask you guys a serious question. Have you ever been to the weird part of the Internet? Well, I'm sure you have. We've all had that moment at one point or another. Seriously, isn't it just embarrassing to be looking up something as innocent like an episode of SpongeBob? Okay, that's a bit outdated. An outdated reference, or looking up a video on IGN, and then you just follow this link of unrelated videos until suddenly you end up on the weird part of the internet? Well, I had one of those moments a few weeks ago. The reason I bring this up is that this is the start of a brand new series I'm making called Weird Internet. Now what that basically means is that like once a month, because I don't want to do this as a regular hobby, I'm going to take a look at one weird aspect of the internet, one weird video of the internet, one weird game of the internet, and I'm going to be talking about it. Sometimes I'll talk about it for 5 minutes, maybe I'll even expand it to 20 minutes. I don't know, if it gets that good, I'll keep this up. But there are some ground rules that I want to lay down first. This is only a series about coincidentally weird instances. So any game or video or anything like that that was meant to be weird is out. Sorry guys. No matter how much I want to make fun of Miley Cyrus's Wrecking Ball, I just can't do it. Number 2, I'm not going to pick anything that's like meant to be for an adult audience. Like if I have some older viewers that know what I'm talking about, sorry, that's not going to be covered here. I want to at least keep this show decent enough. Rule 3. If it's something weird that just also happens to have a creepy vibe to it, like it's weird, but it also gives you the heebie-jeebies, wrong show. In fact, if you want stuff like that, look up creepy gaming. I'm sure you'll find heap loads of fun out of that. And that's really the only limitations I have for this show. So, without further ado, just hide everything that you don't want to see this, whether it be children, or girlfriends, or whatever. Hide them all, and then get ready for this premiere episode of Weird Internet.
Yeah, I could already hear you guys questioning me right now. You're probably asking yourself, oh, RGM324, what was so weird on the internet that it made you make this show? Well, I'll tell you guys, and I'm probably not the only one to say this, but the internet is always chock full of weird stuff, whether it be weird videos, weird games, weird music, or anything else that can be classified as weird, and then it just goes unnoticed for some reason. I don't know why. Some of the stuff looked like it would be really funny if someone like Nova was covering this. Let's not kid ourselves. That would be freaking hysterical, right? Right? But in all honesty, no matter how kid-friendly I am, or how much I don't like to swear, you guys would all agree that what I'm about to show you in this video would in fact be considered, I don't know if I should say weird, as it is uncomfortable to watch with younger siblings or parents around. I'm not even joking. I had to keep hiding myself from watching these videos just so that I wouldn't get in trouble, or some people think that I was like looking at it just for the sheer joy of it. You'll see what I mean once I start showing you these clips. And so it is with a queasy heart that I tell you about this weird game that I found while searching IGN videos. A little game by the name of Gender Bender DNA Twister Extreme. And it pretty much sounds exactly like how you would think it would. Yeah, I know, something like this isn't that extreme for those who've been on the weird part of the internet for so long. But I think it's a fitting introduction to this show that we pick something that would be really weird to the outside world who doesn't have very much access to YouTube, or just doesn't watch YouTube very much at all. As for what the game is really about, well, let me explain. As of right now, this is a game that's an alpha that currently has 6 playable characters, and it's a game that's made in the style of a visual novel. Sort of like Walking Dead, but not quite like Walking Dead because it doesn't have very much interaction other than making key choices that changes the character path. So, as of this recording, like I said, there are 6 playable characters. 2 scientists named Liam and Derek, a college student named Yale, 2 best friends that work with these scientists named Ben and Dan, and a completely unrelated character named Stephanie, who is a security guard at the nearby mall. Don't worry, you guys, this isn't the weird part of the video just yet, so if you really don't want to watch this video, you have the chance to click back now, or if you want to watch it later, click that watch later button on the bottom tag. So, you have been warned. The premise, at some point in the near future, or maybe an alternate timeline, they don't tell you because this is a low-budget game, there is a pharmaceutical lab where these 2 scientists, Liam and Derek, as I just said before, are about to undergo an experiment that allows for the gender swap of humans. As weird as that sounds, we haven't even gotten to the weird part of the premise yet, so shut up. Moving on, as the 2 are ready to start the experiment, they hear a weird noise coming from the device called the centrifuge. Now, I know this is probably a real device, but I didn't really know much about it, so I'm just going to leave that out. Anyways, the centrifuge starts making a lot of noise, and then there's an explosion, and a weird green gas starts to fill the entire pharmacy building. And everybody in it, whether accidental or otherwise, gets turned into women. And from what I could tell, there are no women that work here, so it's not the other way around. Yet. As you can imagine, the way the characters react are somewhat mixed. The ones that do like what has happened to them obviously rejoice and celebrate, while those who don't like it, which is pretty much half of the people that are affected, loathe it and wish they could have themselves changed back. Well, I'm not going to get that far into the story because it's actually pretty fun and funny. Yeah, come and get me. The videos and photos I'm showing you right now are actual footage from the game, and I know it looks cheap and it looks ridiculous, but dang it, it's fun. The characters have some depth, the stories are fun to progress through, though, as you could imagine, there is some suggestive content, like there's some nudity, there's a bit of swearing, which is common in video games today. Let's not kid ourselves. And there are a bunch of suggestive romance options. I'm not going to describe them, but you'll definitely get to see them as the clips fly by, but take from that what you want. I think it was freaking hilarious. Well, yes, this is from the weird part of the internet, and I probably shouldn't like it because it's weird. As far as a weird game, it is weird, but it's not nearly as weird as other stuff I'd probably cover on this video anyways. This is just a transition into the weird part of the internet show. And I'm just going to start with something relatively tame. Now, you're probably going to complain to me because this isn't really tame. For this show, it probably will be tame. Especially if you guys start getting active and sending me your suggestions, then it's going to get really awkward. I can already see it now. But I digress. Anyways, as you could expect, Gender Bender DNA Twister Extreme is a weird title just from the get-go. But once you start playing the game, you'll understand why that's the way it says. You know what? I'm going to show you some clips right now. I really am, because I'm already doing that already. You get to turn some of the characters into cat people. You get to turn some of the characters into mermaids. You can cause breast expansion. This game is just... This is the sort of stuff you'd expect from somebody in Japan to make, but no. This is actually a co-production from a guy from Australia and a guy from Canada. So that should say a lot. It really should. Anyways, like I said, it's 6 characters, and it's an alpha right now, and it's at a price of $25. Yeah, seems kind of steep, right? That's like The Walking Dead with their $5 episodes. The only difference is, Walking Dead, you get quality, but with this game, you get quantity. Because I've heard that there's at least 2 or 3 or 4 hours of content per character, and it has a lot of replay value because it has more than one ending. sometimes upwards of 8, sometimes in the lowards of 3 endings. So yeah, lots of replayability. If you haven't played this game right now, you should, or maybe if you want to play a game like this. And if you don't, I don't blame you. This is from the weird part of the internet, after all. Now, unlike other stuff that I've endorsed or said is weird or other stuff like that on my other videos, I'm not going to leave a link for this game. Go find it yourself. If you really wanted to get this game, you'd go search the internet yourself so you could feel like a creep. I already felt enough like a creep when I saw this game in the first place. But I digress again. So, like I said, if weird games and gender bending is in your forte, by all means, go buy this game. Go try the free demo. If you don't, stay away from IGN. That's the moral of the story. If you want to look up something weird, but you don't want to feel like a creep while doing it, don't search IGN videos.
There you have it. Sure was pretty weird, huh? Well, I don't have to be the only one that has to know about anything weird. So if any of you guys have a suggestion about any weird occurrences that you've had on the weird part of the internet, as long as it fits into the guidelines, leave them in the comments below, and maybe that'll be a future episode. I don't know, let's get this video up to like 100, 200 views, and maybe I'll do the next episode. Because I really want to get back to the habit of doing gameplay videos, so if you get a lot of views, maybe I'll give you a new episode in a month. We'll see about that. That's gonna do it for this premiere episode of Weird Internet. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe if you want more of these episodes. And then there's my new weekly show, Movie Money, my regular vlogs, regular gameplay videos that I'm getting up nowadays. Any sort of that stuff, you can find it here on RJM324. This has been me, RJM324, and a bunch of predictable self-promotion. Peace.